How many of you would love to earn over $100,000 every single month for the rest of your life? And how many of you would enjoy making lots of money simply by changing the way you think? If you answered yes to these questions, then you are at the right place. Welcome to Successland Personal Development web class on how you can start earning over $100,000 from this month forward simply by changing the way you think. Now, first things first, I want to thank you all for showing up for this web class. It says you are willing to learn, and to me that's a key principle of success. 80% of success is just showing up. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thinking to get rich? Thinking like a millionaire? Well, that sounds great. But guess what? It gets even better. Because having control of your life by changing your thoughts not only allows you to achieve any kind of goal you set in life, but makes you limitless to live an extraordinary lifestyle. If you want, you can quit your salary job, set up your own business, and become a millionaire or a multimillionaire in 3 years or less. You get to chase your passions and enjoy your dreams without any limitations. You can take long vacations with your friends and loved ones and never ever have to worry about paying your bills. And above all, if you get these principles I'm about to share with you correctly, the word is if. If you get these principles right, you can become really, really, really rich. Good or good. Simply having control of your subconscious mind is the most essential skill any human being can ever develop. This is because your mind is the source. It's the root of your being. And if your roots are not strong and not in good condition, you will suffer your whole life. And it's so sad to see many people struggling to make a living by working extremely hard only to end up poor again. In fact, research shows that about 80% of people will never ever claim to be truly happy in life till they die. And to me, that's such a huge number. And I would not like you to be part of those people. Most people who attempt to be rich will never make it. Why? It's simple. It's either they don't know what they are doing, or even worse, they are tackling the wrong cause of their poverty. To succeed in life, you don't have to be extraordinary or even special. You don't need to be the most intelligent person or even be the best in the economy. You certainly don't have to be born rich or have the most connections in life. There are certain, let's call them principles, that you have to learn, follow, and master, and you have to get really good at these principles. Now get excited, because in this class, you are going to discover four phenomenons behind your success or your failure in life. You are going to learn how your mind hinders you from getting rich, and how you can permanently, train your mind to work for you instead of against you, so that your life can be set up for prosperity and abundance. For those of you who do not know me well, I'm the speaker of the Popular Mind Training. If you want to be really rich and really successful, don't go to school. Instead, get these 4 principles right. I'm also the founder of Successland Personal Development Training and Coaching Services. I have helped and currently helping over 100 people and businesses get control of their minds to achieve any goal they set in life. I've taught lots of people not only how to permanently change their way of thinking, but how to become rich by doing so. It wasn't always like this. In fact, when I started out, I suffered big time. I struggled financially. I tried lots of business that worked for other people, but never ever worked for me. I listened to motivational speeches and I followed some of the richest people in the world, but nothing worked. I thought it was bad luck, or perhaps I was destined for a life of sorrow, pain, and sadness. But there was something in me that wanted more, something that said this wasn't it all. It was rough until something quite unexpected happened. I was invited to a seminar, and I didn't want to go to the seminar. In fact, my friend convinced me that it was a personal development seminar, so I should try and make time. I thought through it, and I was like, this couldn't be that bad, so I attended anyways. During the seminar, I was introduced to a different concept that I'd never heard of. I realized that I was the biggest obstacle to my success, and the reason behind my lack of money was not because of anything, not because of the economy, or not because of my family. It was me and only me. It has to do with me and my own non-supportive mindset. After the seminar, I purchased a book, and that was it for me. The book literally changed my life. It changed my perspective of how I viewed the world. The book helped me tap into the source of my being, and since then, I have become limitless. All I do is win, and by following the simple principles in the book, I have become wealthy doing so. And all of this is exactly what I would like to help you to achieve as well. Good or good. So if you are serious about changing your life from here on, I would advise you to sit up straight, get a book and a pen, because you wouldn't want to miss any of these life-changing principles I will be sharing with you. Now, let's get into the business of the day. Anytime I start my seminars or webinars, there is usually a quote I love to read out loud. I do this because I want my audience to realize the state of their being and the opportunity for growth. It is by one of my favorite authors, and the quote goes like this: "If you want to move to a higher level of life, you should be willing to let go of some of your old ways of thinking and being, and adopt new ones." It continues to say, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result." Now let's dive in. We live in a world of duality. There are ups and downs, fast and slow, front and back, right and left, right and wrong, as well as good and bad. These are just a few examples of the thousands of opposite poles. But for one pole to exist, the other must also exist. Is it possible to fall in love without breaking your heart? Not a chance. And can you value happiness if you've never felt sadness before? Again, not a chance. Therefore, just as there are outer laws of money, do you agree with me that there must be inner laws as well? The outer laws include things like good money management, specific business knowledge, and great investment strategies. These are essential, but the inner laws are just as important as those of the outer laws. An analogy can be a doctor with all the modern equipment to operate on a patient or carry out a successful surgery. Having the technology at his disposal is necessary, but being the right doctor is super important. The tools are useless if the doctor does not know how to operate on a patient. So there is a saying that it's not enough to be in the right place at the right time. You have to be the right person in the right place at the right time. This brings us to principle number 1, which goes like this: my inner world creates my outer world. Kindly repeat after me. My inner world creates my outer world. Good job. So, my question for you is this: who are you and how do you think? What are your beliefs and what are your habits? How do you feel about yourself and how confident are you in yourself? Do you truly believe you deserve wealth? What is your ability to act in spite of fear, in spite of worry, or in spite of discomfort? Can you act when you are not in the mood? And can you act when you are tired? The truth is, your beliefs, your thinking, your habits, and your character are critical determinants of whether or not you will be successful in life. I mentioned earlier that we live in a world of duality, that there are outer laws as well as inner laws of money. Well, the outer laws are the visible things we can see and touch, while the inner laws are the invisible things we cannot see or touch, but significantly affect our lives. And more often than not, what we cannot see supersedes what we can see. The invisible creates the visible. For instance, if you plant a mango seed and then it grows to become a beautifully ripe mango tree, you go and pluck the fruit, which are the visible mango fruits hanging on the tree, only to realize that you don't like mangoes. Instead, you want oranges. The question here is, do you blame the mango, the result? Or do you blame the root and the seed that is beneath the ground that created the visible mango fruits? It is what is under the ground that creates what is above the ground. So note, if you want to change your fruit, you first have to change the root. If you want to change the visible, you must first have to change the invisible. What you cannot see is far more powerful than what you can see. That's the law of nature. And the faster you hold on to this principle, the better your life will be. If not, you will always and forever keep suffering. This is because we as humans are part of nature and not above it. Therefore, if you align your life with the laws of nature, you will have a smooth life. But if you go against the principles of nature, you will keep suffering and have a rough life. So, when you place your attention on your fruits or your results, you are wasting your time. You cannot change today's fruit. However, you can change tomorrow's fruit by changing the seed underneath the ground today. Remember the quote we started with, if you want to move to a higher level of life, you have to be willing to let go of some of your old ways of thinking and being, and adopt new ones. You may ask, why am I saying all of this? This is because we live in a world of cause and effect. Everything is a result of something. Our physical world is a result of our emotional, mental, and spiritual worlds. Therefore, money is a result. Wealth is a result. Success is a result. Failure is a result. Happiness is a result. Your weight is a result. Illness is a result. Your lack of money is a result. Your lack of money is not a problem. It is the result of what is going on in your inner world. So whatever result you are getting, be it negative or positive, rich or poor, good or bad, success or failure, always remember that your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. If things aren't going well in your outer world, it is only a reflection that things aren't going well in your inner world too. It's that simple. Having said that, one may ask, what is my inner world and how is it created? The same question can be asked as, how are your results created? This leads us to the process of manifestation, which goes like this. Your thoughts lead to your feelings. Your feelings lead to your actions and sometimes inactions, and your actions and inactions ultimately create your results. So, principle number 2, say it with me. My thoughts lead to my feelings lead to my actions, and my actions create my results. Good job. Our results are created by our ability or inability to act. Our feelings determine whether or not we will act in a given situation. And finally, our thoughts influence our feelings. Everything originates from our mind, that is, our subconscious mind. To change your results, you must first change your thoughts. This is because your actions and your results are visible. They are in your outer world, while your thoughts and your feelings are in your inner world. This is where most people get it wrong. When people are not happy with their results, they first change their actions and end up with the same results. And then they wonder why things are not working for them, although they have tried and tried and tried. An example is a banker with a first degree who is not rich because she thinks she's not earning enough. She goes to get her second degree and is still not rich even though she's earning much more now. She doesn't realize that her being poor has to do with her own mindset and not the amount of money she is receiving every month. To change our results, we must focus on our thoughts because they are the roots of our being. Everything begins with our thoughts. So if you want to change the mango fruit to an orange fruit, you don't cut the stem of the mango tree and pray and hope that it grows back into an orange tree. That would be called insanity. You uproot the mango tree and plant orange seeds. That is when your fruit or your results can change. So, when it comes to money, wealth, success, and riches, what are your thoughts on them? If your thoughts are not supportive, you will always suffer when it comes to making money. You will never have enough. You will always be in lack. So, to change our inner world, we must put focus on changing our thoughts. Our thoughts are the roots of our life. Everything we do originates from our mind. So, if your thoughts are not set up for success, you will never be successful. And this leads us to principle number 3. And I would advise you to write this down because it is the most essential of all the principles. And I want you to remember this statement for the rest of your life. It goes like this. You get in life what you want. Not what you say you want, but what you subconsciously want. So what does your subconscious mind want? You need to go inside yourself and discover what your subconscious mind really wants. If your subconscious mind does not want to be rich, it means you will never be rich. In a separate video, I will dive into how your subconscious mind is formed and how you can permanently set up your thoughts for success. But in this web class, we will continue to discover how your thoughts are keeping you poor. What are your thoughts about money, rich people, and success? If your thoughts about rich people, money, and success are negative, then I am sorry to inform you that you will never be financially free. Let us look at some of the thoughts poor people have about money that makes them poor. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. Money will change you. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is hard to come by. Work hard for money. You can only be super rich at the expense of other people. Go find a job. You can't be rich and spiritual. Save for a rainy day. Money is not really important. Money doesn't buy happiness. I will choose love over money. Don't be greedy. You can't have it all. These are but just a few examples I'd love to draw your mind to. You may be asking, how does this affect me having or not having money? The truth is, it really does. You are where you are now because of some of these limiting beliefs and non-supportive thoughts. And these thoughts are embedded in your subconscious mind. Remember principle number 3. You get in life what you want, not what you say you want, but what you subconsciously want. Now let us take some of these beliefs and analyze them independently. The first is, money is the root of all evil. Most of us, if not all, heard from a very young age that money is the root of all evil, especially from our religious upbringing. The problem with this belief is that it's embedded in your subconscious mind that money is bad, it's related to evil. So anytime you get money, your mind goes all hollow on you. It starts screaming out loud that it's evil, disappear, disappear. You unconsciously find ways to get rid of all your money because, in your mind, money equals evil. This is what your mind is comfortable with, and take note, your mind works hard to keep you feeling comfortable every time. That is why most people say, get out of your comfort zone. It literally means, think differently, because your current thoughts keep you comfortable. So no matter the amount of money you get in life, that is your outer world. You will unconsciously get rid of all of it because your inner world, your mind, doesn't want money. It doesn't want to be called evil. Your mind is comfortable with not having money. Remember that your thoughts create your reality. This limiting belief can translate into your business not going well, picking the wrong stocks, investing unwisely, unwise spending, and a whole lot more. I hope you are getting value from this. If you are, type in the comment section below that. I'm getting value. Good job. Let us do one more belief and see how this keeps most people poor. The belief is, money is not really important. Anyone who has ever said this is broke and will forever remain broke until they change their mindset. If I come to tell you today that you are not important in my life, would you want to stick around? Never, right? Exactly. And so it is with money, if you say money is not important. Remember that it is embedded in your subconscious mind that for you, money is not vital as long as you are living and breathing. Therefore, your inner world doesn't want you to have money. The mind doesn't want you to stick with money. In your mind, you and money don't go together. In fact, you go in opposite directions. So again, no matter the amount of money you get in your outer world, in the long run, it will all run away because your inner world, which is your mind, works hard to keep you feeling comfortable at all times. And you, not having money, is very comfortable for your inner world. And this brings us to our last and final principle, which is principle number 4. And it goes like this. Your comfort zone equals your wealth zone. You can't work against your mind. Truth is, your mind controls every aspect of your life, so it would be very unwise to work against it. That will mean you will be working against yourself, and that, my friend, is too dangerous. In this next video, I delve into how the subconscious mind is formed and how you can permanently. The word is permanent. Permanently change your mind and start thinking like a millionaire. If you had value from this video, kindly share it with your friends and loved ones. See you in the next video.